Mondy,
Hey, how's it going?
here we are again. We're back. News, reviews,
Yeah.
updates, tidbits, factoids. Guys, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the Current Air Pod.
And share if you're feeling frisky.
Whoa. All right. All right. Finger point ass.
All right.
Let's do it, Money. Let's go.
Let's pop it off with some reviews. Yeah. Did
Let's
you
do it.
complete any shows or did you complete any shows?
Yeah, I have one show and I have two film reviews.
Nice. I have one show and I have one film review. The show that I completed was The Night Agent Season 2, which is now streaming on Netflix.
Hmm.
I was really a fan of Season 1, and so I was happy to get into this season. Season 2 immediately jumps back into the action. It doesn't waste any kind of time, which I love. It's a whole new conflict that's been presented in this show. And I've got to say, there's a lot of new players this time in terms of cast members, and they all add something really great to the show. It's always a good feeling when you can have something different added to your familiar mix, and it just amplifies the overall recipe. So my standouts in terms of the new people that were introduced were this actress. Her name is Amanda Warren, who played the actress Catherine, and she's just instant presence. She kind of gives me like Viola Davis vibes. I think she can be a powerhouse, and I look forward to seeing whatever she does next. And yeah, man, this is just a really fun like I said, a fun cast. I think that the show does a really good job of like each episode ends with like this big cliffhanger. It's spy espionage kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the highlight for me was episode 5 of Night Season 2. And if you've seen the season, you know what I'm talking about. There's a new night agent who's been introduced. His name is Sammy. He's also a standout as well in terms of the new cast members that were introduced. And the last 20 minutes of the episode, man, it's just like it's this espionage / extraction out of Iran. Just some of the best television I've seen in a very, very long time. So I really, really appreciated that. Now, the great chemistry between our two leads, Peter and Rose, from season 1 that was established. I do think it takes a back seat this season, which is my biggest hiccup of this season, if I had to say anything. Their chemistry seems to have plateaued, or dare I even say regressed. And I think that's just because they're putting other things ahead of that, like the espionage aspect of the show, which I also enjoy. But I think that what season 1 did, even though I think this is a better season overall, barely, I think what season 1 accomplishes that I think made the show is the fact that it has a really good balance of like spy espionage stuff, and also like this little cute romance between the two leads, which you don't really see paired together. So I thought that they hopefully going forward, which there will be a season 3, how it ended basically, is that they can get back on, give that love story some more time and some more bulk of the runtime as well. So yeah, man, my only fear going into season 3 is that I fear it might be repetitive, because we've kind of done the thing where the girl who's not in the spy world, she gets roped into the action somehow. And I can't see how that doesn't happen again, because they both parted ways, both of the leads. Again, that happened in season 1 as well. So she'll get roped back into the action. They'll have this little will they, won't they, tit for tat, thing. But overall, man, this is a really good season of TV. I give The Night Agent season 2 a B+. If you like spy espionage stuff, I recommend it.
Okay. So the TV show I finished was Severance season 1.
What?
Was
You watch
able to
Severance?
binge Severance on
Oh,
Apple TV.
rock
Um,
on. Yeah.
okay,
I'm
calm
sorry.
down.
I'm sorry.
First thing I want to say is that in terms of originality, um, this this can already like it's already like stands out as far as like how original this idea is. Like it's extremely interesting. For those of you that don't know what Severance is essentially, uh, I mean, it's even hard for me to explain after seeing season 1. But essentially, the crux of the show is um, you live two separate lives. Essentially, you are one as a work 9 to 5, and then you're living a separate life as your actual regular self. So some of my biggest questions about this season unfortunately didn't get answered, which kind of brought the grade down in my opinion. But I will say that in terms of just an idea for a TV show, like just as like a concept, I would have loved to have been in the writers' room for this, just being like, what the fuck are y'all thinking with this? Because um, not everything landed in my opinion, but I can still respect a like really good fucking idea. Like, okay, like this is interesting television. I can't wait to see the next episode. Like I'm in that frame of mind when I'm watching it, at least as it starts. But most of the time as the episodes go on, I'm kind of just like, damn, like this feels like a lot of filler. Like I really don't feel like anything's happening. I wish I could have some answers for something. And I think ultimately my biggest problem with season 1 is that they just didn't give me enough answers. Um, but again, like I said, I still think that this is a really, really good season of television. I ended up giving this a B minus. I think that, I mean, season 2 is now streaming. I'm currently caught up, so hopefully we can get some type of answers for something in this season. Shout out to Ben Stiller for directing the majority of the episodes in season 1. I thought that was super cool. It was interesting as hell to see him like behind the scenes, like during the end cap of every episode. And like I'm extremely interested in the character dynamic between our four innies, and I'm excited to see more. But kind of like what they were doing with From to an extent, like this can't have 10 fucking seasons. Like it just can't. Like they need to give answers at some point. Now, is it premature for me to say that because it's literally one season of television? Maybe, but you're supposed to tell a beginning, middle, and an end per season, and there was like a huge storyline that they just completely left off the table in season 1. Maybe they're just ready to expound upon it in season 2. But I was just like, okay, we just kind of like the first 4 episodes of the season, we're building up to this thing, and it just got completely just thrown to the wayside. But here we are, season 2, so maybe we'll get more of that. We'll see. But anyway, Severance season 1. I honestly would recommend it just for anybody looking for something new and original. Like this really isn't anything like you've seen before. So like if you're tired of like the crime lords or the drug kingpins or the superhero shows or the action flicks, like this is something different. And I would recommend Severance, but I would recommend it with caution. I'd say just enjoy it for what it is. Try not to be too think PC. Try not to go on Reddit and search up like, I know what's going to happen with this character, because it ultimately is going to go nowhere. So Severance season 1 B minus. I'm excited for season 2. Watching it as it airs, which is annoying, but I am excited, and hopefully season 2 is a step up. So we'll see.
Nice, man. We have very similar thoughts on our feelings towards season 1 of Severance. What compelled you to watch it?
I don't really remember. I might have been talking with Russ about it on Xbox. I think he told me season 2 had started, and he said that he would watch From, because I was talking about From to him, and he literally binged it. He binged From 3 seasons in 2 days, and I was like, all right, bitch, fine.
Ew.
I'll watch Severance. That's I did, yeah. It's not. Nigga, how can you say that? Mr.
What?
Go to the movies at Thursday at noon and post a review at 1? Fuck you. Like, what?
Anyway, what movies did you watch, sir?
Nigga say, nigga, I ain't got no comeback, bitch. You right? I watched Wolfman and Kiki Palmer. So
okay,
yeah,
nice. So I'll let you do whatever review you want to do first.
Yeah,
and then I'll do my review in the middle, and you do your last one last.
Sure. Let's talk about Kiki Palmer. Sorry, One of Them Days. One of Them Days. So went to the theater to see this. I didn't have a choice. My black wife was like, we're going to support this black woman-led movie. Wife. I was like, cool. You know what? I love it. Let's go. This is my first trip to the movies this year. Man, this movie was exactly what I thought it was going to be, unfortunately. This was not very good, but I will say that I had a lot of fun with this. I think I wanted it to be as for us as I thought the New House Party was. Like, I thought the New House Party was like a black millennial film, and I just didn't get that with this. Like, this is more of like a South Central LA, like if you're from the hood type film, which is fine, but I'm not. So yeah. Yeah, the storyline and the story beats were extremely predictable, but that didn't bother me because, like I said, like I still had fun with this film. Kiki Palmer is she's just absolutely outstanding. Like she's so good in this fucking movie. It's so funny. Like I feel like if Kiki wasn't in this would have been like straight to DVD. like this would not have risen from the ashes of streaming. But Kiki Palmer elevated this so well. It's so funny. Like most of the time, it's really not her doing anything, but doing what she does. Like her, like, there go this guy, yeah. Like it's just Kiki Palmer being fucking entertaining, which is just great to see. SZA, what's wrong with SZA? She's like hard to look at sometimes. Like, man, I don't know what. Like, she's done like a lot of work to like her face, but anyway, maybe I shouldn't have been looking at her face. I don't know. But yeah, look, I mean, like there were actually times in this movie where I laughed out loud, like gut busting, like what the fuck, that's hilarious. And then there was the other like hour and a half of the movie where I was just like, okay. yeah, ultimately, this really isn't that good. This is average at its best, but I will say that I was thoroughly entertained throughout the entirety of the film, and I think that if you're going to be entertained, then you will be. So, shout out to Kiki Palmer and SZA. Shout out to Desi Banks. It looks like his scene got completely cut. He was in it for like a minute, maybe. Cat Williams. I wish they wouldn't have spoiled Cat Williams' scene in the trailer, but I guess
Agreed.
they had to get something in the movie to make people want to see it. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Ultimately, I'll probably never watch this again, but I am glad I saw it in theater. So shout out to Kiki Palmer. Says one of them days.
Once again, we feel pretty similarly as you heard my review last time we did the pod. Um, isn't it crazy how this movie's getting like 90% like Rotten Tomatoes? I'm like,
No, they're
is
ants.
it?
So no.
I don't know. It just seems like some kind of agenda that's being pushed. But anyway,
Hmm.
my review is for Back in Action. This is the new movie I swore I wouldn't see on Netflix, starring Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, you're
That's
funny.
once again spies. Now look,
Okay. All right. Tell me.
Cameron Diaz, her first film back in over a decade.
Yeah.
So that was kind of really the enticing thing for me with this movie. I really enjoy Cameron Diaz. It
Okay.
was actually really refreshing to see her back on screen, to be honest. And Jamie Foxx, this is a movie that he had that terrible stroke on or whatever it was. So
Mm-hmm. Where they
and it's
cloned him.
funny because her last movie that she did was Annie with Jamie Foxx, which I
Oh, wow.
remember seeing in theaters. Yeah, the Annie the remake. Anyway, this is our quarterly movie that we get every year about a spy, but like unlike Night Agent, this is like that kind of goofy, quirky kind of spy thing. You pair
Mm-hmm.
two stars together, hope for the
Mm-hmm.
best. It does well on streaming for a week or two, and then
Mm-hmm.
you forget it ever exists. Pretty similar formula, if I'm being honest. Now, I have the phone right here that Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz used the phone in their performances. If you guys want to see it, because Jesus Christ, was this horrible? I mean,
Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. L joke, L joke, L joke, nigga.
Stop calling me out on my little quips.
He tried it. He fucking tried it.
Okay. Anyway,
bitch, this ain't TikTok, bitch. I'm gonna speak it back to you, bitch. This nigga said, "Here's the phone that they use the phone in their performances."
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
You ate that one little thing. Anyway. But
Hell
look,
no. Go ahead.
bad performance aside,
Okay.
unlike most Netflix original movies where they're just kind of like average or dare I even say horrible, this
Mm-hmm.
film is fun. I hate
Okay.
it's real. It's fun. It's bad, but it's fun.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong, and I can watch this again. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
and,
Okay. Hell yeah.
and
Hell yeah, bro.
maybe it's the combined legit star power of both Diaz and Fox. Like
Mhm.
I say, even though they're phoning in their performances, just to see them together, and you can see they're having a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And it's like that car crash that's just like you just can't help but watch almost. And there are attempts in the movie where it tries to like take itself serious, like this is a real spy action movie. We're going for real fight choreography, and that's when the movie just gets totally derivative and bogged down. Like, okay, what are we doing here? But in the meantime and in between time, when they're just riffing with each other with the family, these kids that are involved. That's when the movie's at its best. We got Glenn Close in here as well, and so. Would I recommend this movie? No, but would I say throw it on if you got some friends over or whatever? Sure, I think you could have a good enough time with it. And so overall, I ended up giving this movie a C. It's average, but like I said, it's fun at least. I'll take a fun average movie over a decent boring movie any day of the week. So yeah, Back in Action now
Okay.
on Netflix. Yeah, please give me your
So,
Wolfman review.
yeah, went to go see Wolfman. So look, man, I've been on record stating that the promo for this movie was pretty bad. I was just like, why would you spoil the design? Why are we basically making it look like this all happens over the span of a night? It just looked boring, low key. Like I was like, man, like, and of course I was wrong, which is great for me.
You're wrong.
It was great for me. So let me just say, I basically loved this, unfortunately.
Nice. That's not unfortunate.
No, it is because, of course,
not a bad movie at all.
No, but like as soon as I like walk out of the theater, I'm like, damn, like that was pretty fucking good. And I'm like thinking about everything that I loved about the movie. I go online and I see that people hate this movie. I was like, okay, of course, like this is just my life, unfortunately, for you guys. So, look, man, I am a firm believer of less is more when it comes to these type of films. Like, I don't think that you need a bunch of characters, a bunch of storylines. I don't think you need a whole bunch of lore. Like, I like it's it's just better when it's just simple. Like there's a tragic character. He has to go back to his homeland for whatever mysterious reason. Of course, there's that character that's introduced that knows a whole bunch, but he isn't going to say anything. He's going to talk in riddles, and then he's eventually going to die. And then the wolf bites the main character, and then chaos ensues. Like I'm completely okay with that formulaic Wolfman storyline. That's what this is, and that's why I loved it. It was just simple. Like, and I think creatively, a lot of the things that they were doing with the Wolfman transformation was just a really really good. And it's because, like I said, like less is more. Like he, first of all, he didn't fully transform until basically the end of the movie, which, but like every single time they showed him after he got scratched, he was a little more wolfy, which I was like, okay, like I'm noticing this, I'm loving this. Whether it was the smell or the hearing or the whatever, the echo vision or whatever the fuck it was, or just
Wasn't that
the,
so cool though? The wolf vision wasn't that cool?
yeah, or just like the eyes, the nails, like the hair, like whatever it was. Like every single time we saw him, he was just a little more wolfing to his final transformation scene. And by the time he got there, I was like, "Fuck yes!" Like, yeah, like I'm, I absolutely love this. Actually, um, there's to me, there's like nothing better than that like slow burn with the payoff. And I just appreciate this movie so much, man. Like this is a Wolfman movie to its heart, and I think one of the main reasons they decided to go with the design they went with was because they wanted to tell the story of the family. Like that was like the heart of the movie was the family. And
Yeah.
if it would have been like a real fucking werewolf, they would have been done. Like first of all, like it would have been over. And that fucking wooden ass house that they were in would not have survived like a real werewolf attack. So
A
I
Van Helsing
appreciate,
werewolf.
yeah, like can you imagine? Like, can you imagine like a fucking werewolf from Underworld or Van Helsing? Like, yeah, like, oh, there's a house,
Like his
boom,
bitch.
bitch, yeah, like,
Like it.
like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It would have been over. So yeah, man, I really appreciate this movie, man. I gave it a B plus. I really want to give it an A, but I won't. I think it's a B plus. I
Thank
think
you.
this was really really good. I want to watch this again so bad, and yeah, man, it's not often that when me and Aubrey walking out of the theater, even she's like, "Damn, that was good," because like she hates everything, except Wicked. So the fact that she even thought this is good, I was like, okay, we might have one here. So yeah,
What
Wolfman
were
B
her
plus. I highly recommend it.
What were her thoughts on one of them days?
I don't remember. I think she enjoyed it, but I mean,
I feel like most girls would like that movie.
yeah, I don't
No offense.
know.
But
Sounded very offensive.
but like one of the issues I did have with that movie though, in regards to Wolfman, was the fact that like the which I accepted the fact that it's not a true werewolf. I guess he's a wolf man. But like, did you notice there wasn't a single full moon in the movie? There wasn't a single howling scene. Did that bother you at all?
There was a howl. There was a howl.
There was a howl.
There was a howl. As soon as he
And
transformed, he howled. Now, it wasn't like, "Arr!" but like there was a howl,
okay,
which
if not a, what the fuck did he do?
he howled. They just didn't show it like that, like you would traditionally see. And I was waiting for it because I needed complete transformation, bitch. That's how I know you're full on werewolf. You've lost your mind. But
And if you notice in the lore to this movie, they don't like once you're a wolfman, you're like a wolfman for life. You don't turn back. Like that's why I was like, why is there a wolfman during the first of all, the opening scene was really great with the father and the son. It really built a lot of tension. I was like, how's there a wolfman during the daytime? But I was like,
yeah,
man, this is just a whole different kind of lore.
yep,
Which I accepted.
yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Nice.
yep.
Let's talk some trailers.
A lot of fucking trailers today.
Yeah, we do. So the first one is for the 2024 Paris Olympics men's basketball tournament. Through the eyes of Team USA, France, Serbia, and Canada. It's called Court of Gold. It's a documentary coming out on Netflix February 18th, so very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts on this documentary trailer?
I mean, I'm sure this is going to be like, because I'm a basketball junkie, this is something that I'm going to watch. But like, am I ultimately ever going to come back to this? Probably not. This seems like it's kind of in the vein of what they did when they went to London, where they were talking about the Olympic gold medal run for London, which was cool. But like, I haven't went back and watched it because like I was so invested, especially in 2012, like during that time, like that I knew basically everything. And with social media, like you know everything anyway. So I'm gonna watch it as soon as it comes out, but this trailer didn't excite me.
Do any other countries besides Team USA excite you just to kind of get behind to look at, like maybe France or?
Yeah, that's another
Germany?
thing. I don't care about any of them. So yeah, that's gonna make it a little tough. But hopefully, maybe the doc will make me care. You know, Nikola Jokic petting his horses and Shea weren't running around his underwear, I guess, with his Skims. And who else is on there?
Team France.
Oh God. Okay, Wemby playing fucking chess. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Wemby playing fucking chess. That's crazy. Oh man. Okay. Well, let's get into some movie trailers now.
Wait, no. Give me your thoughts, Monty. What do you think about this whole thing?
I'm excited. I mean, like how I was for Starting Five. As somebody that's invested in basketball and NBA, but maybe not as much as you. Well, definitely not as much as you. I think that maybe I will learn a lot of things or have some fun with things I haven't seen before. So yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah. I mean that KD quote was tough, but like,
oh yeah.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen that in the movie, but of course, you know, they got to promote it. So sure.
We have the trailer for a movie called 0 Day, starring Robert De Niro, Angela. I'm sorry, this is a show on Netflix.
Yep.
Robert De Niro, Angela Bassett, Dan Stevens, Jesse Plemons, pretty stacked cast here.
Mm-hmm.
The series follows an ex-president who oversees the response to a major kind of cyber attack, it seems like. It comes out on February 20th on Netflix. Pretty big cast for Netflix, so they're pouring a lot of money into this. What are your thoughts on this kind of show? Oh, yeah, on this show.
So, have you ever seen Live Free and Die Hard? It's one of the Die Hard sequels with Bruce Willis.
No, I haven't seen any of the Die Hard besides part 1.
You're nuts. Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, in Live Free or Die Hard, this is essentially what this is. It's a cyber attack, and there's one man who's brave enough to stop him. So, yeah. Look, Robert De Niro. Shout out to him. 80, 21-year-old girlfriend. I don't. This doesn't interest me. Shout out to Angela Bassett, Black woman president. She's supposed to be Kamala. Well, she didn't win, guys. So this is inaccurate. But yeah, I don't care about this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just happy De Niro escaped the shackles of a mafia movie. So,
did he?
Yeah, did he? Did he?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I had some kind of mafia tie.
Right? Yeah, there's 100%. You come to me today, all the day,
the whole time you didn't know. Speaking of mafia movies, I just watched The Godfather for the first time last night. I see why it's acclaimed the way it is. It's a really great film. Anyway, we have the Godfather. Let's talk some movies. You said what?
Nothing. Go ahead. Let's go.
We have the trailers for Love Me, starring Kristen Stewart and your boy Steven Yeun. This is a sci-fi romance that follows the love story between a satellite and a buoy, who I guess are having this love affair through AI. I don't know. It's in theater this month, January 31st. So basically, yeah. I'm on the fence about watching this one. I mean, very interesting premise, but I'm scared it might be a little pretentious. But what are your thoughts on this trailer?
Yeah, I love both of these actors. But yeah, the overall premise of this, and even watching the trailer, I was just like, I don't understand what's happening. like I literally, I don't get it. So I don't know. Maybe this is one of those you have to watch and see, and like the less you know about it, the better. But I think I'm gonna skip this, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hate when movies try to. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, obviously, but I hate when movies try to force a feeling upon you. Like they're obviously trying to force you, like to. Oh, this is what love can mean. This is how important love is. Like let the movie tell me that. Don't try to force that message down my throat. You know, in a very like gimmicky way. So, but like I said, who knows? I might end up seeing it because I do like those actors, like you said, and it does seem original enough. So yeah. We have the trailer for Opus, a new A24 film starring Ayo Edebiri and John Malkovich. This is an A24 horror thriller. Follows a writer who was invited to a remote compound of a pop star who disappeared 30 years ago. And she has started, and that person has started a cult. So John Malkovich started a cult in theaters March 14th.
Didn't we see this with Channing Tatum like last year?
Right. I was thinking that. It does kind of give Blink Twice vibes.
Didn't we see this with The Menu with Ralph Fiennes like 2 years ago?
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Didn't we see
I'm not watching this. No. Shout out to, I was about to say, didn't we see this in 2017 to get out? No. Look, shout out to Ayo Edebiri.
Ayo Edebiri.
Whatever her fucking name is. And I'm not watching this. Shout out to her.
Yeah, man, like A24 does this kind of plot a lot, but I just love Ayo Edebiri so much that I'm gonna watch this, man. I think she's
Have fun.
A superstar like Kiki Palmer, man. So
C+ loading.
No, we'll see. Hopefully it's good, man. I guess. But this is definitely an A24 as it gets. we have the trailer for Drop. This is the one I tried to tag you in last week. Starring
Pause.
Megan Fahey has been released.
Nothing.
Has been released in theaters April 11th of this year. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, unfortunately, you kind of like overhyped it. Like after I saw the trailer, I was just like, man, this is.
What hype did I attach to it?
You were like, man, I want you to watch this trailer. I want to talk about it on the pod. Like it looked great. Like I saw it during my movie. You know, da da da.
I didn't
I
say
was
it
like,
looked
okay,
great. I
you
just
did,
wanted to talk
bitch.
about it.
You bitch. So
okay.
yeah, did it look great per Monty standard? No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know. I might like pirate this. But like, am I going to go to the movies and watch this? No, I'm not.
I will, man. I think it's gonna be a fun little date night movie. And I want to shout out the actor who played Atlas, and it ends with us. He's in the movie. He has an instant presence on him. I like him a lot. So, yeah, man. Well, shut the fuck. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, man. We'll see. It's a thriller about a girl who has to kill her date, a woman who has to kill her date, or her kids die. It seems pretty Blumhouse. Is this Blumhouse actually?
It is.
It seems like how that other one seemed A24 but this one seems Blumhouse as fuck.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Was that Haley Steinfeld?
No, she's coming up.
No.
We have the trailer for Finn Wolfhard, and he has a movie that he apparently directed.
He's directing,
Hell of a Summer. And for those who don't know, Finn Wolfhard is Mike.
Stranger Things.
Mike. He's Mike from Stranger Things. Yeah. In theaters April 18th. What are your thoughts, man? This is like a slasher, camp in the woods.
So, first of all, I love horror. And I just stated on the previous pod that I'm kind of sick of these in particular slasher films because it just feels like they're just going for like the gore. Like they can't wait to like poke somebody's eye out or, you know, put a sword through a brain. Like that's pretty much all these modern horror films are about. They have really no real substance. But this is where I'm going to make the exception because it's campy and because they're leaning into the camp aspect of it. And like, I don't even mean the fact that they're going to an actual fucking summer camp, like, and like, they're going to do a whole bunch of like horny shit and do drugs. Like, you know, everything that you're not supposed to do in horror movies. Like, I love the fact that they're leaning into that. So I'll be their opening night for this. Shout out to Finn Wolfhard. If it's terrible, it's terrible. I'll just take the L, but, I love me some campy horror bullshit. Sorry. So this is right up my alley.
Yeah, slashers are interesting. When they're all horror, when it's done well, it's done well. Now this movie feels like a directorial debut based on the trailer, but I am interested to see a Gen Z perspective on a slasher because hopefully it can bring something that maybe I wouldn't have seen as a millennial. I'm hoping
that it's not all just fucking jokes and memes and shit because that did play in the trailer. Like there's a whole bunch of memes and jokes and shit. So hopefully, you know, they take it somewhat serious, even though this is a campy film. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I agree, man. I'll check this one out as well, but not high hopes. But just hopefully it's entertaining enough. We have the trailer for Paul W.S. Anderson's movie In the Lost Lands, starring Dave Bautista and Mila Jovovich, in theaters March 7th.
Jovovich,
Djokovic,
bitch.
Jovovich.
I was like, who the fuck? Nigga said Nikola Jokic.
Apparently, this source material is based off of George R. R. Martin book. I know he did more than other than Game of Thrones shit, but apparently he does. And what are your thoughts on this trailer,
brother? Get the fuck out of here with this. I'm sorry. Like look, as fine as Mila Jovovich still is. How many times she's fine to me? But like, how many times are we going to do this like post-apocalyptic world with her in it? Like how many times?
The guy who made all the
who made every Resident Evil film. Yeah, it's just like, come on, bro.
Yeah, they're definitely fucking.
They might be. Look. I love Dave Bautista, but I'm not doing this. No thanks.
Yeah.
This is a very long trailer too. Like there were like 3 separate points where I checked in to see how much time is left in it because I'm tired of watching this, and it was still going. It was like, holy shit. But yeah, I'm no thanks.
So I've gone on record saying how much I love Bautista, how he's an actor. He makes all these nice choices in films, but yeah, okay, Bautista, you pushing your fucking luck. What the fuck is this, man? Like, I don't know who held him that wrench. Like, this is crazy. I mean, this feels like if Zack Snyder made Mad Max. I mean, in a bad way because I love Zack Snyder. But this looks, oh my god, this looks horrible. And
it does.
Has Mila Djokovic ever made a good movie other than Fifth Element? Now, guys,
I mean,
I'm not big on the Resident Evil. I haven't seen a single
I was
one
about to
yet.
say, like, I mean, those Resident Evil films have to be some type of good if she's done so many of them. So
I know that there's like two camps of people. There's like either you're like an underworld kind of person or you're like a Resident Evil kind of person. And I'm
really
fall more in the under. Yeah, it's like beef between the camps of people.
beef.
Yeah. I'm more of an underworld person. Sorry.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's funny how niggas got to choose sides. Underworld and they have nothing to do with each other. Like what? One's about vampires and werewolves, and one's about zombies. But
I think the franchise was like blossoming around the same time, and people always got to choose sides against something.
Okay.
We have the trailer for Magazine Dreams. This is the new film starring Jonathan Majors coming to theaters March 21st.
Niggas can't wait to get to this one.
Either like a year or two ago, but I remember it got pushed back after the whole Majors debacle. I remember he's getting like crazy awards acclaim before this movie even came out, but now it's finally getting a theatrical release. What are your thoughts, man, on this new Jonathan Majors return?
I don't know. Coming from the pro wrestling background that I have, I've never wrestled in my life, but
what are you talking about?
as a fan of the business and as somebody who's kind of in like that bodybuilding world as well, because pro wrestling gets a lot of their guys from bodybuilders, and you see how they work and you see all the steroids they take, you see how they destroy their body, and I don't know. I mean, could it be interesting from a film perspective, just because obviously there's going to be a hard fall, so we're gonna feel sorry for him, and then I'm assuming the movie's going to end with him on the cover of a magazine. So from that aspect, sure, but I feel like those movies rely on the fact that you don't already know how hard they have to push their body and how many drugs they're taking and what they're willing to sacrifice and what they're willing to do. But the fact is, I'm kind of familiar with it already, so this didn't really interest me. I will say that it's good to see Jonathan Majors back, but I don't know if this is the first impression I want of him after everything that's happened. So if I see this, I'll probably pirate it, but I don't. I'm going to wait for him to like have his real debut when he comes back with something better than this. So good, but Monty, you'll be there opening night.
Yeah, opening night. Yeah, I mean, this looks like what? Oh,
you can't stop me! You can't stop me!
You can't stop me! It's nuts. Yeah, man. I mean, Jonathan Majors.
I'm editing that out. 32 minutes.
Better. This seems like a kind of role where he can get some real attention for it from like awards, season and stuff like that. Man, he's totally diving into it. He does all his roles. If anything, I'm watching it for the performance alone. And I'm not as invested as you in the powerlifting or the bodybuilding world, and so maybe I can learn a lot of neat things about that. So, yeah, I'm here for it, man. This looks like a home run. Hopefully, this brings him back into the zeitgeist of Hollywood because he belongs. Last trailer, guys, is for a trailer that we saw already, but we get new information.
Aaron Pierre took his spot already, brother. Sorry.
Ryan Coogler's Sinners, releasing April 18th. Now we had a teaser earlier on this year. We have the full trailer now. Man, I'm excited about this one. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, again, I've been on record saying that the promo for this movie has not been good. Like I mean, it's been like
I've been seeing people blame Warner Brothers for like poor marketing. Well, I don't get the poor marketing thing. What are you guys seeing? How is it marketed poorly to you?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to blame Warner Brothers. I'm more so pointing the blame at the movie. Like I think maybe Ryan Coogler is just I don't know if he can tell an interesting story this way. At least that's what with the promo I had seen up to the new trailer. Now, obviously, the new trailer actually gave us something to actually show that there's actual vampires. There's going to be, are they all white? No. Michael B. Jordan's brother, who's supposed to be Jonathan Majors, is going to get bitten too, I guess. So, whatever. Look, first of all, this is a black-led movie starring Michael B. Jordan with Ryan Coogler at the helm, starring like I didn't need much, but I did need something. Like I needed something, and everything I was getting prior to this trailer, I was like, man, I'm still going to go see it, obviously opening night, but I'm worried. Like I'm still low key worried. Like I mean, this just doesn't look that interesting. Like it just doesn't. I don't know. Look, the one thing I'll say is that my my catchphrase, unfortunately, over the past few years has been, "Do people think vampires are a fucking joke?" And it looks like Ryan Coogler is trying to, like he doesn't think that way. So hopefully, I will love this. But I don't know. It just looks boring. I don't know. I don't know.
It's no way we're watching the same shit. This looks like a fucking masterpiece in the making, in my opinion.
Oh God.
Is this movie a metaphor for all white people being evil? I don't. If so, Kruger, you got my fucking vote. Now, this might sound weird, but Haley Steinfeld is doing it for me in this trailer already. I mean, goddamn, Josh Allen's a lucky man. That line when she says, "We gonna kill every single last one of you," just turned me the fuck on. I was like, "Let's fucking go. Let's do
Turned
it."
you on?
Yeah. I was like, "Let's do it."
Horny.
Man, it's so good to see Delroy Lindo in this movie. This is his Whistler role from Blade. It's just this now. And so, man, I don't know what you're seeing, man. This looks like I said, a masterpiece in the making. I trust Cooley with my life. So yeah, I'm excited for this movie. All right. Let's talk about what's coming out. The Wild Robot, for those who missed it in theaters, is now streaming on Peacock. I think it's the best animated film of last year. So I recommend it if you haven't seen it. What?
Shit doesn't have no competition.
It doesn't, but yeah. I mean, you got Moana 2 and Inside Out 2. Yeah, those are all ass.
Sonic 3?
Yeah, sure, Sonic 3. Mufasa the Lion King.
You're right. That's the best bitch. I always wanted a brother.
Bye.
Yeah, you coming on a bye train?
Yeah,
Let's go, baby.
Nah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Anyway,
You say you're a king. Oh, my bad.
I'm about to kill your ass, bitch.
You better run. That's my shit.
Is nuts. He's nuts for that song.
Yeah.
Abbott Elementary has been renewed for a season 5.
Yeah.
I've been on a podcast for many years shitting on this show.
You have.
And my thoughts have changed recently, only because my girlfriend watches it, and it's always like I'm on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think it's funny. I don't. Well, it has funny moments, but I don't think it's good. But it's one of those shows where I see the appeal, man. It's one of those shows that you just kind of need. Like you need to kind of like be like a syndication. It's just like it's fun, man. I even though I don't find it as funny as everybody else does, I can see the appeal. I can see you wanting to revisit these characters on a weekly basis and just kind of fall in line with their life. And so I get it, man. I see the appeal now. I've come to the light. Cool. The White Lotus has already been renewed for a season 4 at HBO. Season 3 is coming out next month, which I'm so excited for. It's one of the best shows on TV, in my opinion. So, all my White Lotus fans, season 4 is coming out on HBO, already renewed. Director of Barbarian, which I think is a potential modern classic, his name is Zach Kreger, is officially set to direct a new Resident Evil movie. Speaking of Resident Evil,
wow,
it will apparently be more horror focused and more faithful to the initial games. And 4 studios are currently bidding for the film, including Warner Brothers and Netflix. So I know that the games are like horror games, and the movies are more like action based. So maybe this could be a return to form in a good way. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm not gonna lie, Monty. I like completely zoned out. What are we talking about?
Resident Evil remake.
Oh, another one? I'm okay. No thanks.
All right. No John thanks. M. Chu, director of movies like Into the Heights and Wicked,
yes,
is directing an adaptation of Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You'll Go," slated for March 17th of 2028.
Oh, great.
He knows whimsical, so I mean, I guess let's
Dr.
do it.
Seuss after Wicked and Wicked for Good. He's Dr. Seuss. All right, okay. Follow your heart, buddy.
If we had that same kind of thought process towards Jim Carrey's The Grinch, that movie is a fucking classic. So maybe he has another classic up his sleeve. We'll see.
We will.
Robert Eggers, director of Nosferatu, the Northman of the movies, is officially set to direct Werewolf for Focus Features.
Hell of a title.
It is described as a werewolf horror movie set in the 13th century England with dialogue true to the time period. It's coming in theaters. Another Christmas release. I don't know how this nigga keeps getting these Christmas releases. But Christmas of next year, 2026. Eggers has done a movie about a witch called The Witch. He's done a movie about vampires, Nosferatu. Now he's tackling werewolves. So this guy loves his horror monsters.
Okay.
What do you?
I'm not mad at it. Look, I'm not mad at it. I mean, I love werewolves. So let's do it. I just needed to not be boring as fuck like Nosferatu was. So, you can have all of the sex scenes and the exposure and the camera shots and the dialogue. Just don't make it fucking boring, because Nosferatu was fucking boring. Please. So yeah, werewolf movie. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm here for it as well. I know I was talking about that shit, but I'm totally here for this. like you, Nosferatu. I unfortunately I know the critics love it, but it didn't invest me, guys. I'm sorry. So hopefully, I know this will be shot beautifully. It's going to look amazing. It's going to mark all the technical aspects of it. But I just need it to be, like you said, a compelling story. So yeah. Speaking of Robert Eggers, he's also officially writing and directing a sequel to the Labyrinth film, which is, I know, it's like a cult movie in the '80s called Labyrinth. So he likes his, like I said, he likes his monsters and creatures. So that totally falls in line with what Robert Eggers likes to do. So anyway. Netflix is raising prices again after having their biggest quarterly gain of subscribers of all time. The ad tier will increase $1 to now $7.99. Standard is $17.99. That's going to jump about $2 and some change. And the premium is going to be $24.99 or $25. So, God, Netflix keeps doing this shit every fucking year, man. It's getting annoying, but I can't even boycott it because they have content on it that we need to watch for the pod and for y'all guys and for me. So, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, wow, yeah. Nothing is important enough for me to like keep a subscription. Like, not even for the pod. Like, I will pirate anything. Like, yeah, I have Netflix just for convenience and because I have T-Mobile, so I just don't pay for it. T-Mobile pays for it, but I guess I really am paying for it, and because I don't see the bill, I don't care. Yeah, it's Netflix, so whatever.
You mentioned pirating 3 times so far. FBI, they're on their fucking way. Let's talk some video game
Find
news.
me, bitch. Find me. Prove it.
Ninja Gaiden 4 has been announced. So I remember these movies were popular. I never played the game, but I remember there was a time people really like these Ninja Gaiden movies. Do you care about this at all? Is this competition like Ghost of Tsushima competition or not really?
I don't remember movies at all.
No, I said show. I mean games, not movies, games.
Okay, I remember the games. These are more, if I remember correctly, these are more like arcade fighters, like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and shit like that. I think I could be thinking about something else, but yeah, I've never played them, so I could be totally wrong, and it could be something different. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4, who cares?
GameStop is asking people with TikTok installed on their phone to sell their phones at their stores.
Yeah,
they're on eBay, they're getting told up to like $50K on eBay, which is insane because people, once again, if you deleted TikTok when the ban happened, you can't. It's not an app store anymore. People are really craving that TikTok. So
why would you delete it?
Yeah, that's weird to me too. Like I knew it was coming back, I just didn't know when. I know fucking 9 hours later, but I knew it was coming back. But yeah, people are really fiending for that, man. They're paying top dollar for these phones that already have TikTok pre-installed on them. So interesting. Let's talk the top 10 best-selling video games of last year. Okay. Do you have any guesses before I go through the list?
What happened last year? God of War Ragnarok. No, that was Breath of the Wild. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom.
Not on there.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is not on there?
No, sir.
Okay, then I have no idea what's on this list.
All right. At number 10, EA Sports MVP Bundle. I don't know what the fuck that even means. But
okay.
Yeah. Number 9, Elden Ring. Number 8,
the DLC.
EA Sports FC 25. Is FC soccer?
I have no idea. Probably.
Okay. Number 7, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, okay. That makes
sense. Number 6, Madden 25.
Okay.
Number 5, NBA 2K25. No surprises there.
Wow.
Number 4, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Okay.
Number 3, Helldivers 2. I remember this game like won a lot at the Game Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, EA Sports College Football 25. This is their first year to return, so it makes sense why they would have a lot of appeal there. And number 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Best-selling game of 2024.
All right, cool.
Let's talk some Marvel news. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man has been greenlit through 3 seasons already. I just watched the first episode of season 1 today.
It is out. Yeah, I have to watch it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What are your thoughts? I want you to watch it with a clean slate. But
for once you give a fuck. For once.
I never spoil anything for you ever. So
Wrong.
Don't do that.
Wrong.
Really? I spoil shit for you?
Wrong. You're wrong. I mean, look, it must be easy to animate.
But people been joining this shit online.
This fucking paint style, color palette, ugly ass animation that they chose. Why would you? Whatever. Anyway,
I will say it looks better in real. I saw 2 episodes. It wasn't as bad as it looked in the trailers. It's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, getting greenlit for 3 seasons. That's awesome. I mean, hopefully they have 3 seasons worth of story to tell, and yeah, let's do it. I mean, cool.
Agatha All Along will not return for a 2nd season. Am I looking at this? Do you promise? You promise? Do you fucking promise? You swear to God,
right?
Please? But yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
This show and Echo are confirmed as the least viewed MCU shows ever, which is kind of sad because they're
Wow.
both led by women, which I hate the fact that they're going to tie that into women-led shows don't do well.
WandaVision did well,
That's true.
so they can't say that. I mean, but is it women or is it the character? I think Kamala Khan show did well
the
too.
Marvels also tanked. Miss Marvel, I don't think it did that well, or She-Hulk for that matter. So, yeah.
I mean, but is it the women or is it the character? Like, is it the fact that it's the Scarlet Witch or is it the fact that it's Miss Marvel? Like, who the fuck is that? Like, compared, like, does the common person know who Miss Marvel is or who Echo is versus the Scarlet Witch? Yeah, who? That's one of my favorite all time memes, by the way. Love that shit.
And also, it's been confirmed as well that WandaVision is not getting a season 2 as well. So,
yeah, she'll be back.
The Russo brothers have reportedly signed a new deal with Marvel Studios. They will oversee multiple new upcoming projects, including the X-Men film that's coming out.
Yeah.
This seems like the only reasonable counter to James Gunn taking over at DC. Marvel's like, okay, they have their big boys out. It's time for us to bring our big boys in here. And let's go tit for tat.
The niggas saw that Superman trailer. I was like, yeah, get him on the line. Get him on the line.
Pay him whatever, bitch.
Right. 5 year, 500 million. Yeah, fine. Do it. Like, okay. I mean, yeah, this is nothing but good news. I mean, the Russo brothers have dropped nothing but heat in the MCU. So let's fucking do it. Let's go. I trust them explicitly. So let's do it.
Explicitly. Last segment here, guys, is as we know, we started a new segment on this year called Random Recommendations, where every month Julien and I will exchange 2 movies with each other that we have never seen, trying to get our thoughts on it, expand our movie palette.
Yeah.
And so we are going to announce our movies that we have for the month of February today on today's pod. And so we can go movie for movie.
Sure.
And so give me your first movie that I have. I'm going to write it down here.
Okay.
That you want me to watch for February.
So as we were going along, I was writing them down. They were coming back to me.
Love that.
And so like for anybody that's new to this, there are rules. We're not going to do sequels. So our last movies in January, I had him watch Ip Man and 2 Can Play That Game. So I cannot do Ip Man 2. He chose to watch 3 Can Play That Game. That's his fucking fault. I never recommended that.
Initiative.
But yeah, and it's supposed to be something that we haven't seen before, or at least something we haven't seen in 15 to 20 years, maybe. So, that's the hard part because I mean, obviously, both of us have seen a lot of films in our lifetime. But anyway, so the first thing I want you to do is The Bourne Identity. And that's because I know you haven't seen it.
The Bourne series.
Yeah, this is the Matt Damon led series. All 3 of these movies. Never mind. I'm just not gonna say anything. Look, bitch. If you're gonna watch any sequel, you watch 1, 2, and 3, and that's it, bitch. Okay. Whenever you do a fucking Jeremy Renner, that's your fucking fault. Okay. That's your fucking fault. I'm telling you now.
That's fair.
But yeah, look. Start with The Bourne Identity, Matt Damon. And I don't want to say anything else. I want you to watch it. I want you to report back to me. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, I'm glad you chose that. I've been meaning to watch that one. Now I have to.
You literally don't, but okay.
I literally do.
You don't, bitch. You don't.
You?
No, I don't.
My recommendation for Julien, guys, is a movie that, as a fellow nerd, how has he never seen this movie? He knows what it is already, probably.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Is that part 1? Wait. I have questions. Just calm down. I have questions.
Yes.
I want to know. Is this release order? Is this like I'm not watching anything out of order. This is part 1.
This is Peter Jackson's part 1, the first one that was ever released. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Bitch, you do not watch the fucking 2 Towers or Return of the King. Watch The Fellowship of the Ring.
Fellowship of the Ring. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Great.
Now there's a director's cut out there. I love that shit, but don't watch that one. It's like 3.5 hours long. Watch the regular one, please. Thank you. Which is like
great.
3 hours long.
Oh, great. All right. All right. Your second movie. I'm trying to think. Like, do I want to go another classic or do I just want to go fun? I think I think I am going to give you fun. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I know you haven't seen it. This movie is Rumble in the Bronx, starring Jackie Chan. Right before he made his. This is really like his first toe step into American mainstream action films here. This movie came out in the early to mid 90s. It's I still love this movie to this day. Obviously, 30 years later, it's a little campy, but it's Jackie Chan at the peak of his power. So hopefully you enjoy it.
Nice. Okay. My second and last review for you today is Will Smith's best movie of all time. I Am Legend.
By the way, guys, he started this entire bullshit idea just so we can get me to watch these two movies specifically. So once
had to hold it off.
Once I finally watch these bullshit movies, I have no idea what he's going to recommend. It's going to be Scooby Doo. Oh my god, it's going to be some garbage shit. All right, I Am Legend.
Wait, like you never seen James Gunn Scooby Doo?
Of course I have.
Oh, I was about to say, okay.
I mean, 20 years ago when it first came out in theaters. That shit's ass. Please don't make me watch that bullshit again. Please don't. All right, I Am Legend and Lord of the Rings, and I gave him Rumble in the Bronx and The Bourne Identity. I gave him actually good movies to watch. Hour and a half, fun. This nigga gave me a 3-hour epic in a movie where this nigga has to kill his dog. So can't wait to review these films. Thank you. I'm so appreciative.
Yes, though. Comment, like, subscribe, and share if you're feeling frisky. Our following continues to grow, guys. Thank you guys for responding well to us. We love you guys. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks, guys.